Hello, YouTube, or hello, viewers. It's Mouse123123 again. I'm gonna be unboxing a bit of a Walmart haul. I ordered some stuff from Walmart. I'm gonna do a whole nother review of it.
One face near top edge. Take pic, pause recording.
I got this I'm gonna unbox, and I got these two things, and I got this thing. I have a FitRx app-controlled TENS unit. We're gonna unbox that last. I have some telephones here. Then I have this that we're gonna unbox. So I think we ought to take a look at the cordless phone, or one of the phones. It doesn't really matter which. Let's take a look at one of them and see what I can do about. Uh-oh. That's not looking good. Did I? Oh, that ain't good. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and check something here. Let me make sure that I got everything. Because I know might have forgotten something here. Yep, here it is. Exactly. Alright, so that big box is possibly more good nights, which I'm excited about. Obviously I need them, I use them, I wear them every day, which I'm really proud to admit. I love these things. As most of the people that might know me know, I do have incontinence issues, and so I have to wear good nights or some sort of diaper. But that's besides the point. What we're doing today is we're unboxing possibly a telephone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I am excited to try and hook this up to the phone line, see how well it actually works. Okay. This, I believe, is the corded phone. I'm not quite sure. Yes, this is indeed the corded phone. Okay, so we have our handset here. I believe this is yes. I believe this might possibly be the phone itself. We do have some wall mounting. Take this disgusting hurricane label off there. That'll help it a little bit. We have a line cord. We have our handset cord as well. We do have a handset cord. We have some memory dial buttons right here, I believe. This is
one face near left edge, near bottom right edge.
This is
near
the phone
bottom
itself.
Edge. Centered.
This can
near left edge. Face near
in wall mount.
Near top left edge.
I'm going to engage its wall mount. Set the phone down while I do that.
20% battery.
Oh, shut up, phone. Alright, so there's the telephone. I need to find the charger for my cell phone.
Charging 20%. Double tap to open app.
I believe this. Uh-oh. You can't be dropping that. I don't know how much this phone is, but I ain't buying another one if this breaks. There we go. Handset on it so we can actually use it. We might have some places for a battery. Might have some place for a backup battery. Yes, this phone requires 4 AA batteries. This telephone requires 4 AA batteries. So we are going to put 4 AA batteries in here.
Face near top left edge.
Okay, so this is what the phone looks like. There's our handset cord. We are going to get another line splitter because I'm going to plug this into the phone line. I'm actually going to take my Panasonics and Ringer box out of the situation, and we're going to plug this into the phone line. I'm going to take my Panasonics and my Ringer box out of the system, and we're going to plug this into the phone line that's coming out of the answering machine. By the way, I never did do an unboxing video of my 1740 digital answering system. That is currently obscured by 2 packages of diapers. So, that is currently obscured by 2 packages of diapers. So, I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, so here is the phone. All right. So this will only
Zoom 1.0x. Button adjustable.
So let's give this a call.
Double tap to toggle zoom values. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
One moment, please. I'm going to go grab the other house phone and we're going to see how well this works without using the AA batteries in it. Alright, so I'm getting ready to dial this phone up and see what happens whenever I ring the line. Oh. One moment, please. Oh. Oh, this isn't ringing. Why is that? Okay. Testing. 1, 2. Alright, so here we go. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello? Testing. 1. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello? 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 Okay, so the good news is you just heard this speakerphone working. I'm going to go to my diaper bag and grab some batteries because I had some batteries that went in a portable radio. I'm going to go to the diaper bag and grab some. Actually, I might have some batteries over here that might work in it. My grandma gave me some AA batteries. These are alkalines, but for the purpose that I'm using them for, these will be a-okay for now. This requires 4 AA batteries. I am going to get some nickel metal hydrides for this phone. I never did bother to get some for it, but I nevertheless will. So we're going to go ahead and unplug it from the telephone line. Go ahead and unplug it from the phone line so we can put batteries in here. I do believe. So there is a spring in there. So that one is negative. There's springs inside that battery holder. We have to load this with 4 AA's, I think. How in the world do these go in? How in the world do these go in? How do these go in? Oh. That's interesting. One of these. So, I might have actually had these in the right way. I just So the bigger dot is that one. So the bigger dot is that battery. Alright, so let's plug this into the telephone line. Let's figure out how exactly we go about doing this. Alright. So there's all kinds of interesting incredibly weird. Huh. Testing. One, two, three. Alright, so that is officially working. I suspect that these batteries are only for the caller ID side of the phone, or really only for backing up a small part of the phone, and they don't actually outright impact the functionality of the phone. That is a good thing, but we do need a line splitter on this, so I will have to go grab one, but I'll deal with that later. I don't think we're going to unbox the diapers. I'll save that for last. But we do have another telephone that we're going to unbox. This is a corded slash cordless digital answering system. And I think that's going to go in the kitchen to replace that VTech phone, to replace that other VTech cordless phone. Because though it works inside the building, it doesn't work outside the building very good, and it's missing a speakerphone. So, advisable to get an upgrade. And I've been needing a telephone for the kitchen, so good idea to get an upgrade. Alright, so here's what we have so far. This is another AT&T product. It's a corded slash cordless digital answering system, I believe. Yeah, this is a corded slash cordless digital answering system. So we have the phone itself, or we have the phone base. Shouldn't say we have the phone, but we have the phone base right now. That's what I'm working with. Trying to figure out how to get it out of the plastic here. Alright, so take off this disgusting label and stick it over there. This is what the base looks like. This is a AT&T telephone. I have a bad feeling this is going to be one of those hard to operate ones. The base antenna is right there.
One face near bottom left edge.
I have a feeling this is a 900 megahertz phone. I don't think. Well, I don't think it's a 900 phone, but judging by the look of it, I probably think so. Alright. Well, interestingly enough, we do have the handset. So we got two power adapters with this telephone. They do appear to look exactly the same. We have two power adapters. And I'm going to take a look at this one, because this one, yes, we have the exact same power adapter. My AT&T digital answering system actually happens to have the same exact power adapter. Now I don't know where we put the battery for the handset for that VTech unit. Ooh, alright, well here's the handset. Here's the corded handset for the phone itself, for the telephone itself. Here's a corded handset. This is what an AT&T...
AOL, now, top story, common medic...
Be quiet, AOL. I don't need your input. I don't need you going off right now. Alright, so here's the handset's battery cover. This appears to be the same exact battery one of my other cordless telephones takes. Here is a cradle. Oh, you know what? Huh. I find that very interesting. You know what this looks like? I have another VTech phone somewhere very similar to this. Alright, so we do have the... We can put the cordless handset in here. We will be hooking that up to the phone line to test it. So alright, so here is the portable phone. Alright, so we are going to go ahead. We do have the cradle power adapter. We're going to insert that into the cradle. These do use the same power adapter, so getting it wrong is nearly impossible. It appears as though they have standardized on a particular power adapter, which that gives them brownie points in my eyes. That gives them brownie points in my eyes because they've standardized on a particular power adapter. My digital answering system, which I will be doing a review on, I never did an unboxing of it because there's a boatload of unboxings out there already. So I am not going to do that right now. So we're going to plug in the cordless handset over here temporarily. I'm going to plug in our cordless handset. I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and plug it in over here somewhere just to charge its battery up. And then we will prep the rest of the telephone. I'm just going to sit that on the floor. We'll prep the rest of the telephone while that is charging. I'm hoping next up will be the diapers, because that's the highlight of this video, the diapers. I'm really proud to show things like that off. I love them. They're wonderful. They're the best things since sliced bread in my book. Diapers and landline telephones are the best things since sliced bread in my book. Diapers, for obvious reasons, because they keep you dry and they keep you from absolutely going to the bathroom all over everything. I'm putting that quite literally. Landline phones, because they're very reliable in the event of an emergency. Woohoo! Yes, that is true. Landline telephones are very reliable according to many sources in the face of an emergency. They will always be running. They will always be working. That's why you, folks, should get a landline telephone. It's only a few dollars a month. However, paying that few dollars a month to have something that very possibly can save your life, I think it's worth it. So get a landline, everyone, please. If you learn one thing from this video, please get a landline. It'll only save your life. Get a landline phone, everyone. It'll only save your life. And potentially the life of somebody else you love. So this little wall mount configuration can actually be flipped. Interestingly enough, there is no real way to mount this telephone.
YouTube, now, Linus Tech Tips, red circle, live in 30 minutes. Sorry instead. WAN show March 27th, 2026. Attachment.
There is no wall mount bracket in the box, at least none that I can find. There is no wall mount hardware in the box. But then again, I think this is also meant to sit on a table. Well, this can also hang on the wall too. So I do have a wall mount position for this phone, but this phone I don't intend on mounting it on the wall. So let's just put this on here. Just put this in here. I can't seem to find where the little cable actually tends to run out to. One interesting thing about the design of this telephone is they did this little number where they routed the cables that feed the phone. They routed the cables that feed the phone a little weirdly. So if you don't hear me talking for a minute, I'm actually focusing on trying to get this cable put in the right way. We are going to put its power adapter on as well. There is actually a place to route these cables out of the back. This one for the power adapter, because there's a couple slats in here. One of them is to route the phone line, and the other one is to route the power adapter cable. We are going to put the power adapter on here. I do have a longer cord for this phone, which I will possibly be using, but for the testing purposes, we're going to plug this phone in over here. I'm going to set it up right here, and I'm going to set the telephone right here. We're going to test it on my main line. Set this in here temporarily. We're gonna unravel this power cord. We're gonna unravel this power cord, and then we're gonna set some stuff up in here. We're going to set this phone up, or at least set it up to the extent that I can. I'm not entirely sure what features this phone actually comes with, but we'll figure that out together. We will figure that out together. About gross songs made with AI, I love them, and actually do plan to contribute my own. I'm going to use AI to make diaper songs, to make absolutely disgusting diaper songs for you all to listen to. I just thought of doing that one day. We are going to unbox the tens unit next, once I actually got this phone set up and functional. So we do have the telephone. It did beep at me, so that's a good thing. It beeped at me, so we're good there. And I think tomorrow I'm supposed to be getting some Kroger Comforts night pants. I will be doing a review on those. I'm actually small enough that I can fit in them. So I will actually be doing a review on the Kroger Comforts night pants. I want to show you them on my body, but I don't entirely know how I feel about doing that, because there's been some problems with creators doing that out of bad taste, and I don't know how I feel about showing video of myself wearing a diaper. I don't know how I feel about doing that yet. Obviously, I am going to put in some disclaimers and all that stuff that, yeah, it is a medical procedure. If I do decide to do a diaper change video, this is also going to be helpful to the blind community. Since I'm going to be trying different diapers and stuff, I personally use the North Shore Mega Max and the North Shore Go Supremes as well, and I swear by them. They are great diapers, and I will definitely continue to use them. No, I don't actually get paid to say that stuff. I know it from experience. They're good diapers. Those things will hold a lot. If you're an adult baby, maybe an adult toddler at heart, these pull-ups are wonderful for you. Those pull-ups are going to be perfect. Really absorbent, so they can absorb even the worst of your toddler accidents if you're within that community. If you're in the adult baby community, they're also good potty training underwear if you're into that. I will do a dedicated video about the North Shore Mega Max from a blind person's perspective, and the North Shore Go Supremes from a blind person's perspective, because what North Shore has done with their diapers is they've made them incredibly easy to put on. See, I'm doing this stuff with the phone cord while I'm talking to you about diapers. That's fun. Telephones and diapers mixed together make for a very unique channel, I should say. They make for a very unique channel. This is an AT&T corded slash, I think, no, this is a VTech. Yeah, this is a VTech. Yeah, this is a VTech. It's either AT&T or well, I'll have to look. I'll put it in the description. AT&T or VTech. This feels very AT&T-like, because only AT&T. So let's plug this into the digital answering system. If it's AT&T, I only see fit to plug it into an AT&T digital answering system. So we've unplugged that from the university phone line. I should say, by the way, I am off at college, so it's wonderful. I love being at the college. It beats what I went through back at home. I used to actually get abused back at home. Fortunately, I escaped
YouTube now, Eve blog,
and made it to college. So here's the telephone. Okay. So where's the volume? Alright, so let's go ahead and call this. I'm gonna grab the handset. That's VTech. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello.
Time and day not set. You have no message. Calls will not be answered. Calls will be answered. To delete all old messages, press delete again. You have no old message. To delete all old messages, press delete again. To delete all old, you have no old message. To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done.
Hello, you have reached the office of Hobson and Associates. I'm sorry I'm not able to take your call right now, but please leave a message after the tone with your name and telephone number and the reason you called, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Hello, you have reached the office of Hobson and Associates. I'm sorry I'm not able to take your call right now, but please leave a message after the tone with your name and telephone number and the reason you called, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you and have a blessed day.
You have no old message. You have no old message. You have no old message. Hello, this voice guide will assist you with the basic setup of your answering system. First of all, you will set the outgoing announcement. The preset announcement is,
Hello, you have reached the office of Hobson and Associates. I'm sorry I'm not able to take your call right now, but please leave a message after the tone with your name and telephone number and the reason you called, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you and have a blessed day.
if you want to record your own announcement, press 7. To skip to the next item, press 9. Next, you will set the answering system to answer an incoming call after 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 rings or toll saver. Please enter 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 for the desired number of rings, or 8 for toll saver. The current number of rings is 5 rings. You will then set the message alert tone. When there is at least one new message, the telephone base beeps every 10 seconds. If you want to turn on the message alert tone, please press 1. To turn off a tone, press 0. The message alert tone is turned on. This basic setup is complete. The answering system is ready to answer calls for you. To set other features, please refer to your user's manual. Goodbye. Hello, this voice guide
Alright, let's check time here. Let's check the time.
46 minutes.
Alright, well, the answer machine setup is all well and good, so. Alright, so now let's go on over to the handset. Now that we have the handset here, well, as I just knock it onto the floor, do I even know how to use this thing? Whoa, okay. Alright, so this phone does actually have a speakerphone. I am going to try to call somebody on it. So,
Time and day not set. You have no message.
okay. Okay. Because I have it set up on the other VTech phone like that. We're going to do a quick little test. So we're going to do a quick little ring test. Let's see if this... Testing. 1, 2, 3. Woo! That was horrible. Woo. Okay, so we're going to test another feature on here. That is an intercom. Hello? 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 Uh-oh. Alright, so let's see if this will intercom. The bass.
"51 minutes, 18 seconds. Google, now, warming over next 4 days. See full forecast for Indianapolis, attachment, 51 minutes, 20 seconds. 51 minutes, 32 seconds.
So,
To play, press 2. To record, press 7. Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done. Record after the tone. Press 5 when you are done. To play, press 2.
okay, so I'm not going to worry about the ringtone on the bass unit right now. I'll just leave it the way it is.
Face near bottom left edge.
So, the next thing we're going to go after is, well, we already went after that. The FitRx 10s unit that I bought. So, I bought a FitRx 10s unit because I've been having issues with back and knee pain, and I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to use this. Bought it hoping I wouldn't have to use it, but I've got a terrible feeling I'm going to have to use it. So, I'm not quite sure what app is required. So, this is a TENS electric massager. I will put in the description what a TENS unit is and what it does. I'm going to show you the outside of the box first. Then lastly, save the best thing for last will be the diapers. My Goodnight's XXL. So, this is that part of the box. That part of the box. If you want to see that, you can pause the video. What camera am I even using?
Cap F. Zoom, face near bottom left 55 minutes. Pause record, take picture, stop record, camera controls, button, flash, frame rate, video resolution.
Whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and put that on here. I will probably have to charge this. It doesn't already come with a power adapter. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Well, we have I would tell you a little bit about the crap that went on at home. They used to make me clean up dog poop. They always took my SSI money even after I turned 18, which I'm glad that the Social Security agent that I visited to get it switched over immediately switched it over. Like, they basically expedited that thing, and they weren't playing around. They were like, you're getting your money today, my friend. In a way, they were like, you're getting your money today, my friend. They shouldn't have been able to keep doing that. Now, they might have forged my signature on stuff, but then again, there wasn't even anything signed on file saying that they could continue to do that, which is very smart on my part. Alright, it's open now. We can
YouTube now. Linus Tech Tips. Red Sir.
I'll show you what this comes in. The unit actually does come in this interesting little pouch. We'll have to open the bag here that it all comes in. This Fit RX 10s unit. I may buy another if I like it. So we have the 10s unit itself. There's other stuff in this box too. We do have an instructions card. We have manual. Uh-oh. And we have some other stuff in here too. Pull this out here. So we have other things in here. We have, looks like there's a division in here. So let's take a look at what's in this carry case, because it does come with a hard case. So we do have the unit itself. Now, I'm not quite sure how exactly this works. I'm not entirely that sure as to how this thing works. So we do have the electrodes that actually come with it. We have the electrodes that come with it. We have some more in here too. We have some more electrodes that come with the 10s unit as well. Those look like they actually connect onto here. Here's some smaller ones. These are all different sizes. So I'd pull all these out, but that's going to make a huge mess all over the place. I really don't feel like doing that. We have a micro USB cable. I am going to charge this 10s unit. I'm not quite sure if this does come with a power adapter. This right here is an actual 10s unit pad guide. Obviously there are safety warnings that it does state in the manual, do not use this. Don't use this near your chest. And for good reason too. Now I don't know if there's extra leads in here or anything, or if the electrodes just snap directly onto it. I'd be surprised if the pads just snap directly onto the unit. interestingly enough, there are actual buttons on this device. I do have a test speaker I can hook this up to. There are push buttons on here. These are reusable electrode pads. So these come in this Ziploc bag, and how blind friendly this is, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so this weird feeling part is the part that these do not stick onto. So interestingly enough, this entirely magnets onto here. Nope, almost dropped it on the floor. That wouldn't have been good. Now wouldn't it? There we go. So the TENS unit is pretty well designed. Granted, this thing is going to have to be charged before we can actually use it. I believe these are two small ones. Yes, these are actually two small ones that come with this. There are some slight indentations on the back of this thing that the pads stick onto. That is very helpful for the blind community, because that will tell you where to stick these when you go to stick them back onto the label. When you go to stick them back on the liner and put them back in the bag to reuse them. These are reusable to an extent. And that goes with all TENS unit pads. We have a dual set in here. We have an even bigger TENS unit pad in here. This is a dual set of them, just like what they did with this one. Just like what they did with this one. But they folded these up differently. These smaller ones are about the same. So there's two sets of these. I'm not going to try this out yet. If anything, I'll try it out on my arm or something like that. Something that I'm not going to feel as much if something goes wrong. This really does, well, now it smells a lot like a hospital room in here. Smells a lot like a hospital room in this nursery now. Some people might not like that smell when they get these. Others might be okay with it. I personally am fine with it. I think I've got a charging block somewhere. I do have a charging block somewhere. Actually, over here I do. So, the cordless phone, that's going to get charged up for a while. Alright. Okay, there might actually be something wrong with this block. Alright. So that is the battery. That's the 10s unit charging. I'm going to be a little bit more careful about where I put that. I should put it in its hard case while it's charging so that we don't have any issues with it later. We do have the instruction manual and a little brochure card that comes with it. So here's a little brochure card. I'm going to make a video where I do actually use this thing on my body. Where I do use the 10s unit on my body. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. Next thing we're going to be unboxing is that.
Charging 41%.
Be unboxing these.
Double tap to open app.
Now, I'd be pretty excited to see how they managed to fit 2 packs of Good Nights inside of this. So, we're going to go ahead and get that ready. Radio check. Whatever. So that package of diapers, that big package of diapers that's obscuring my answering machine, about that, I will be doing a separate review on those, on both the North Shore Go Supremes and the Megamax. But let's go ahead and we're probably going to be featuring the Good Nights yet again. Alright, so let me go grab something to cut that tape with on the box. This is just impromptu. Uh-oh. I don't know where the scissors are. How's that? Box. That'll do it. We'll just get a standard butter knife. That tape should be thin enough to cut through with it. Alright, so we're just going to get a standard butter knife for now. Because I don't know where my scissors have managed to make their way off to. I'm not looking for them. Now obviously the folks that actually, you know what, we can open it this way. I know people are going to get at me and be like, oh, you're opening that from the bottom. Oh, maybe I can't do that. Maybe that is a good reason to get at me. Maybe that is a good reason to. Okay. Now be very careful when be extremely careful. gotta do is just cut open this side as well. And you don't want this slipping. See, this did almost slip on me. This had almost slipped on me, so you do not want this thing slipping. Oh, finally. Cut that out. See, the way Amazon packages the good nights is a lot more different than the way Walmart would do it. God dang, they used a lot of glue on this. Okay. So, let's hope I didn't do too much damage. These do look different. Okay. So, here's the bag of them. The plastic on it, the packaging on these is different. The packaging material on these is different. I'll show you that. I'll show you these. Compared to what I used to have, these are different. They've changed the packaging slightly. So I'm gonna open the front of the package here. These are definitely different. These do look entirely the same. These do have a nice scent to them. Yeah, these do look, these feel somewhat different, but these do feel different. I will say that. These do feel different. I will say that. I'm going to put this pack of my good nights in this drawer here. I'll put the other pack beside that big pack of diapers. Man, I'm gonna have packs of diapers obscuring everything soon. At least on that dresser I will. You know what? I think it's for the better. I'll just stack this. Ooh, that's gonna fall. Well, I'd hate to get hit on the head by a huge pack of pull-ups. I'd hate to get hit on the head by a huge pack of pull-ups. You know what? I'll put this on later. I have a Go Supreme, I have a Mega Max sitting there, and I've got Good Nights as well. Alright, so I'm going to let you look at the instruction manual for my 10 unit. It's right here. Right to there. Open the page. Let you see that. Open that page. Did you see that? See, I was gonna get 2 boxes, but they didn't have enough of them for me to do that, so. But at least I got some, because I was about out of diapers, so. But I will be reviewing some Kroger Comforts night pants as well. That'll be a separate product review because those are actually coming tomorrow. Here's the manual for that cordless phone. Corded, cordless. One thing I want to check. Will this operate during a power failure? I'm going to assume not. If not, that's okay. I can always design a battery backup for it. Which one of these powers this phone? It's this one. Hey, what do you know? Okay, so its phone functions do work.
Thank you for calling North Shore Care Customer Service. To ensure the best possible service,
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
thank you for calling North.
Hello? Oh.
Press 1. En español, oprima 2. To place an order, please press 1.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. So this does work. There is actually like a little, I think this is a pads placement guide. Yeah, this has to be a pads placement guide for the TENS unit. Alright, never mind that. Because right now the TENS unit is currently charging and I don't want to mess with it. So, you know what? I think I know what's wrong with that recorder. This is a Zoom digital recorder. I think I know what's wrong with it. probably explains it. It explains it wholeheartedly. Alright, so I'll probably learn my lesson from messing with this. So let's go ahead and plug her in real quick. Alright, so that should hopefully charge the battery. I think somewhere I've got another USB wall cube laying around. The good news, on the other hand, is that this phone, this VTech phone, or whatever the hell it is, I don't know what brand it is, I forget. But this phone, right here.
One face near bottom right edge. Near right edge. Near bottom right edge.
So this phone will indeed function even during a power failure. Will a cordless handset function during a power failure? No. But what matters is that this phone will indeed function even when the power goes out. So it will function as a basic corded phone, just no speakerphone or answering machine. This one, on the other hand, well, let's plug.
One face centered.
Let's plug this VTech corded phone back into the answering machine. We are going to find a line splitter for it. This thing's hard to get out. There we go. So, the VTech corded phone is plugged in right there. My now 3 packages of diapers are sitting there.
Eureka, now, Eureka, monkey covering eyes. Your 5-day streak is about to expire. Earn now to keep it going.
Yeah, whatever. I ain't worried about that one. So, we're going to keep this phone plugged in because the other thing has to charge. The thing that goes with it has to charge. We're going to put the handset onto the charger. Yeah, this is an AT&T phone. The interesting part about this is that it does actually use a weirdly different cradle. I may well have something that looks a lot like this. I may very well have something that actually looks suspiciously like this. Alright. Apparently this will intercom the base, so we're going to demonstrate that. Hello. 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 Meow. 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 So this will actually intercom. This will do an intercom. I do have another VTech handset somewhere. I don't know where I dropped it though. But I do have another one laying around. May actually work with this. I don't know. We could have that as a backup. I just don't know where it's at right now. I do know. I just don't want to find it. Wait. Let me look for it now that I'm thinking about it. Let me look for it. Now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know where it's at. It was in the bathroom. Because I thought I had the base unit that went with it. It was in the bathroom, but it's not anymore. Whatever. Now, here's the TENS unit. I do have a USB power adapter that I can use to plug that in. I will, now that I know what's going on with it, I'm going to make that adapter free to use. Allow me to select the AC adapter option. So that Zoom digital recorder I was talking about, it does talk. Alright, so we have, well, now I don't know where I put my TENS unit. Here it is. I will show you what the TENS unit itself looks like. It is incredibly small. Hold on. Where did I put that radio? Where did I put that radio at? Oh, it's over here by the package of diapers. Yes, I hear ya. Can you hear me? Alright, so here's the telephone. I think I know where we're going to put this one. That's a lot of telephones. Anyhow, I know where we're going to put this one. I'm going to put that TENS unit on the charger. Wherever I have managed to drop it. On my way to grab the radio. Wherever I have managed to drop it on my way to go grab the radio. So, we are going to do a quick little test of this telephone. I don't quite know how this signals. So there's 3 buttons on this darn thing. So this actually is app controlled. I just don't know where to download the app. I'll do that later. I think there is a barcode on the TENS unit box itself, though. And I'll do that later. That's its little hard case. So, alright, well, thank you all for listening. I was going to show you something else, too, but I can't quite find it. Oh, right. The instruction pamphlet that came with the VTech corded phone. Alright, so let's go ahead and I need to make a quick phone call anyway, and I don't know where my cell phone has managed to make its way off to. That's not entirely a good thing. I don't know where my cell phone has managed to make its way off to. That's not a good thing. Okay, here it is. I found it.
One face near top left edge.
I found it.
Face near top. 1 hour. Face. Zoom.
All right.
One. Pause. Take pic. Stop recording video. Button.